Hi, I'm Davern. I'm here to share my love for tennis with you and to help you be happier on the court. Today's video about being happier on the tennis court is about reminders and reinforcement. So when you're on the court, things you need to try to do to make sure you remain focused in your game plan or what it is that you're trying to achieve on the court, whether you're in the lesson or playing matches or training, is have some reminders. I'm pretty big on the reminders, as you can see. So to be happy on the court, I've got the smiley face here on my hat. I've got the smiley face here on the chest, close to the heart, the love of the game. I've got the two smiley face vibration dampeners here on the racket. Yeah, I've got the smiley face on the tube for picking up the balls. Yeah, then I've got, even on the shoes, I've got the smiley faces on the back of the shoes. Every time when I'm playing, looking at the racket, making sure I'm remembering to be happy while I play. Make sure every time I'm out there, I'm reinforcing the thing that I want to do the best, which is to enjoy the game and to enjoy teaching the people I'm teaching. So there's always a lot of smiley faces everywhere when you're with me on the tennis court. Like, whoa, guess what? There's even smiley faces on the tennis balls. So one of the things you want to try to do is make sure that every time you're on the court, really try to stick to what you're out there for in the first place. A lot of people get really far away from why it is that they first started playing or what it is that they enjoy. So having these constant reminders like this is a really good way to make sure that you're doing what it is you love to do and sticking to the plan. Okay, then we have the reminders just now with all the smiling, especially the one on your face, that's a big one. Then for the reinforcers, what I'm talking about here is to be happy on the court. What I'm noticing all the time is that if you pay attention to what you say, everybody's saying a lot of bad things about themselves. So you've got to try to make sure that you take notice of what it is that you're saying and try to change that with a reinforcement. So some examples that I'll say would be, when I hit a forehand, I don't hit a forehand, I crush the forehand. When I hit a backhand, I don't hit a backhand, I pummel the backhand. Okay, when I hit a volley, I don't just play a volley, I knife the volley. So all the words I'm trying to use are really strong reinforcement words to make me feel like I can do this, I'm playing better. You don't want to be continually saying something negative about yourself. You need to try to be aware of what you're saying and try to put it in a positive way. So it's no use just saying, come on, let's get the next one. What you need to have to do is try to reinforce something that you can do to bring your level up. So if you're playing there and of course you're not doing as well as you want to do, you need to be trying to think to yourself of things that you can do, like I'm going to control this point and make it happen. So I'm going to try to be the one who's dictating the play, trying to make the other person in trouble by getting them running, or trying to have some enforcement like make them run for their weakest shot, which can be backhand a lot of times. But you want to be trying to have something that you can do versus just giving yourself a negative feedback about something that's done. Because every time when we play, it's got to be about what's going to happen on the next point all the time. If you've done a double fault, even if you've served it and you've hit it over the back fence, there's no need to say how pathetic that is, because I mean, everybody can see that. So, what you have to do is say, look, if I can control my mind and get the next point, then I can cancel that out, that double fault out by getting the next point, and I'm back to 15 all. But you're never going to do that where this prevailing negative comments are happening. You need to try to make sure you're using all these really strong type of words. You know, so, you know, easy one, like lots of people like, oh, lazy, or you didn't move your feet. Then instead of saying this type of things, we need to focus on what can we do on the next shot and point to play better. So that means telling yourself something like, you know, I'm fast, I'm going to use my speed. I'm fast as a leopard. This is the type of things you want to come up with. And in the comments below after, I'm going to put some more examples for everyone. But you want to try to see if you can have this type of thing. Like if I'm serving, then I'm going to be thinking to myself, or I'm not just hoping that it goes in, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to slam this serve, okay? Or when the ball comes, I'm going to really rip this return of serve. There's always going to be a really strong mindset and positive self-talk to yourself. You've got to try to do that all the time when you're on the court, because unlike a lot of other sports, for example, 100-meter sprint, train for 4 years, do a false start, one mistake. One more mistake and then your whole 4 years of training goes down the tubes and you'll be disqualified from the race. So 2 mistakes, another false start, and that's 4 years down the drain. In tennis, there's mistakes everywhere all the time. So the trick is, how do you manage to play to best manage these mistakes? And telling yourself how badly you're doing or how poorly something is that you're doing is definitely not going to help you to manage. You need to be trying to think to yourself, what can I do on the next point to be better, and how to try to boost yourself up. It's always about trying to boost yourself up and trying to manage. Everybody's going to make a lot of mistakes. And so it's a matter of what you do in those situations. So then I want to bring also towards what a lot of people are playing is with the doubles. Now, this is a really important one, is when you're playing doubles, there's 2 people. So you can't just go out there and play a singles game on a doubles team. You have to try to remember that you're a team. When you're playing doubles, the chances that both players are going to play really well at the same time is going to be very small. So then the whole job is going to be, if you want to be a good doubles player, is to try to make sure that as you play, that you're always thinking about, not only as you do in singles, boosting yourself up all the time, continually trying to do reinforcements to build yourself up, but you also have to try to build up your partner. So that, for example, say I'm playing a lot better level of play for a while and my partner isn't playing good, it's no good for me to be like doing all this type of things and all this type of stuff when my partner's missing the shots. Everybody, when they're playing, is normally going to be trying their best to win, just maybe their execution's not good. So then you have to become very skillful in what can you say to someone that's really meaningful and going to boost them up. So it's no good like, hey, don't worry, let's get the next one. Of course they're worried because people are out there and they're trying, so they don't want to let their partner down. So that is not really a particularly skillful thing. You know, one of the ones that I'll use that I find to be really helpful and I see bring a smile to somebody's face or give them a little bit of a boost of energy is if I'm playing doubles and I hit a winning volley, I'll always immediately turn around and say to my partner, beautiful setup, you set it up, you made me look good, made it easy for me to win the point. So these are strong things you can say to your partner, which you have to continually do throughout the game to make sure that they feel boosted up and trying to bring them up to your level. Same thing is, of course, if I'm not playing well, it'd be really nice if somebody was doing the same thing back to me. But of course, every time you're playing, you're trying to be the leader and make sure you're displaying a strong, body language and spoken word and confidence. And for me, the happiness on the court is really, exuberant, so that I'm trying to make sure that everybody that I'm teaching, they're not focused so much on things that they can't do well. So that's the whole point. If you're at a tennis lesson, you're trying to learn, how can I do things better? What should I do? Follow the steps required to get to the next place. Try to, forget about the mistakes and try to go to the next level by focusing what you can do instead of having this commentary of always talking and the body language of when you're missing shots. You've got to get past that and make sure that you're focusing on what you can do. Okay, so I hope all these things are helping for you to get some good ideas of what you're going to do on the court. And I'd really love to hear any examples of some strong language that you use. And I mean positive language on the court, not the other strong language. And things that you say to your doubles partner or that you find that are really good to say to yourself when you're on the court that give you a better chance of performing well and enjoying the game. Okay, make sure you go out there with this new attitude and reminders and have a lot more fun on the court. If you like this video, please subscribe to my tennis YouTube channel so that you can get a notification by email each time a new video is uploaded. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can enjoy their tennis too.